Hey Reflections. So I've kind of been living off of mangoes, kale, chlorophyll, kombucha, Ormus, water, 9.5 pH water. And what I do is if I buy water bottles, because I still haven't gotten my filter yet, my water pitcher filtration system. So right now I buy the essential water bottles, but what I do is I upcycle them and I just cut them in half and you drill some holes in the bottom, and then you could grow your lettuce or your kale in there, and then you could stop buying your kale from the supermarket. I'm really getting into gardening and planting, and I think it's because when I was younger, I would just be gardening and planting flowers. I was planting flowers, that's what I was doing. And it was just so peaceful. And I remember I used to wake up, especially in the summertime, I used to wake up and I used to take a shower, put on some clothes, run outside and ride my bike and sit in my backyard and just chill, or parks or something like that. And I realized now I live in a really tiny apartment in Manhattan, and I kind of learned to just deal with it. I work around it and I make it work for me, because I've been looking at other people's YouTube channels, and Lamento Absurdo actually did, and his friend, I also am subscribed to him, but I don't know his name. But they talk, and they were talking about how this time period could be heaven or hell for people. And it's true, I see it so much, and it's when you're awakened, and I could tell they're super awakened just like me. And when you're awakened, it's kind of like you're up here, and this video is going to be a lot about duality, because for me, I see the singularity, but at the same time, I see the duality. I see them both. And you see that's why people are suffering, because they're angry all the time, or they're depressed all the time, or they're stressed out, I never really wanted to grow up. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to stay a kid. I wanted to have fun. I didn't want responsibilities. I didn't want to be mad, because I thought that all adults were angry and bitter, because that's kind of how my parents were. And then I met this one of my mom's friends, and I'll never forget, she was so sweet and she was so nice, and she used to take me to FAO Schwartz because she lived in Manhattan, and she'd buy my sister and I toys, and she was so beautiful. She was so pretty, but she had a really, really dark past. Apparently her parents were super wealthy, and she got abused as a child. And I remember thinking, oh wow, I could relate to her, you know what I mean? So I used to spend a lot of time with her, and just used to love it, because it was kind of being with a person that was like you and wasn't a messed up adult, because I felt like adults were all crazy. And I see myself growing up, and I see my sister growing up, and we should be grown up by all standards, seriously. But I just don't want to grow up. I had the hardest time, because I thought that when you grow up, you become angry. you become jaded, you know what I mean? You become bitter and you have responsibilities, and it's just like I never wanted to be that, but like my grandma's not like that. My grandma is the most awesome person in the world. But I can relate to Lamento Absurdo because I was really close with my sister. Actually, before my awakening, like in 2012, I had a lot of friends. Like I was constantly surrounded by people. And the more I awakened, the more I couldn't deal with them and the way they used to treat each other and the drama and everything. And it's really easy because you see everything, like you see everything, and it was really hard to hang out with the same people. But I realized, you know, like with my relationship with my sister as well, and he said that what are relationships other than the past thought of a relationship? And it's so true because she was so much like me. My sister and I were completely the same, you know what I mean? We were. And all of a sudden, she's like, well, you know, I have 2 kids and I can't be philosophical. I can't think about the things that I used to think about. I'm just too busy. And I see that and I'm just like, yeah, you know, life gets you. And I think that's why I'm so grateful. And it's true. When you want to do everything yourself, you know? And I also have a very wealthy friend that his wife has nannies and maids, and she doesn't have to do anything. She doesn't have to think about anything. And they picked their nanny to be a very young, very nice, very educated girl to take care of the kids. And the mom's always there, but she's just like doing yoga, you know, reading and eating vegan. And I'm just like, wow, you know, wow. It's really interesting how money or energy does make things a little bit easier, because I think if my sister just had more time, man, I don't know, maybe it's just a programming thing, I don't know, but I definitely see the duality in everybody. Like, the conscious people are becoming more conscious and more sure of themselves and more loving and doing the things that they used to do when they were kids. Because now, all I do, like when I wake up, this is what I do. I wake up, I meditate as soon as I wake up. Then I get ready, take a shower, I do some gym stuff or like yoga stuff or walking. I don't really like to go to the gym so much because I joined Equinox and no. So I like to just like do stuff at home or walk a lot. Or when I go to Equinox, I'll do like biking or running or something like that. And then I come home, I take my Ormus and my kombucha, which I take together actually, and it's awesome. I really like the combination. I'm very sensitive to things, so superfoods like that, like really, really get me kind of high or drunk or whatever. So I kind of like it. And then I have some chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is actually very healthy for you. It has vitamins A, C, E, B, a lot of minerals as well. It's really good for you. So I have that. Then I have a mango, and then another mango. I probably have like a mango or two every hour. And then I go out on my fire escape, and then I plant my plants, and I sunbathe out there and meditate and ground myself. But the annoying thing is people actually take pictures of me while I'm doing that, because I live in Manhattan and there's like a lot of really cool artwork around my area, because I live downtown. And like, I don't know how many in the past few days, dozens of people, because I only started, well, actually that's not true. Since like last year I started like utilizing and actually using my fire escape. People have been like taking pictures of me, and I'm like, dude, that's not cool. Like, and then I realized, I'm like, stop being such a meanie. Like, I don't know why it annoys me, but it kind of annoys me because when I was in Italy or Spain and I saw somebody in a beautiful villa on their balcony, did I want to take a picture? Yes. But did I? Hell no, because I have respect, like I have respect for people, and it's just like, come on, people, like, why would somebody do that? I don't know. But yeah. What are relationships? I don't know. They're just thoughts. Like, that's it. And I used to have so many friends, like, I would go out all the time. And then I got into, like, meditating and being secluded. And then once I, like, was awake, I realized, oh, shit. Like, that's not what we're supposed to do. I mean, we can, but who's benefiting from it other than you, And I want to thank everybody that's been reaching out to me in a nice way, because that's why I'm doing this, There's a lot of lonely people out there, and they think they're alone because, well, they have, like, they're not well, or they're different. They can't understand anybody. But that's because the rest of the world isn't really awake. And once you start clearing out all the people that weren't serving you, because I feel like in relationships, it's kind of like people want to take, and they don't give anything back but bullshit or hate or negativity. And once you clear those people out, new people come. So yeah, I see that a lot of the people that are having a hard time are stuck in duality, and it sucks because, there's so much more to life. It's just such a juicy mango, man. But yeah, that's one thing that I want to start doing. Be more social. Because I kind of suck at it, and I know I should. And be better at social media, because it's so hard. From somebody that meditated all the time and didn't talk to anybody, and now they're like doing all this social media. It's so like different. Anyway, reflections. I hope you're having an awesome, awesome, awesome day. Bye.